What's Sorry, I got a good one for you today. This one's had me chuckling all day. So in this little town in Ohio called Monroe, there's this giant statue of Jesus, 6 stories tall. That's just gigantic, and that's just from the waist up. It's like a waist up bust of Jesus with his arms outstretched. You know, I guess the locals affectionately call him Touchdown Jesus. And last night at around 11:30 p.m., Touchdown Jesus scored his last touchdown when a giant bolt of lightning streaked across the sky and hit the sculpture, consuming it in a giant fireball. I'm sorry, that's just fucking poetic. Like, can you think of like that's just and for every rational person in the world, all that is a giant science lesson. You know, this thing is basically constructed out of paper mache covered in lacquer to protect it from the rain, and the internal structure that holds everything together is metal. So we've got a giant metal lightning rod wrapped in flammable material in Ohio, which is like one of the worst states in the nation when it comes to lightning. Like, Ohio's kind of known for lightning. So how this thing lasted as long as it did, that's a miracle in and of itself. But I just would love, can you imagine what it would be like to be a fly on the wall at this church? Can you imagine, like, how do you rationalize that as a Christian? Like, say you're a parishioner at this church, and every day, you know, or every time you go to church, you're greeted by this giant, gaudy eyesore of a statue. You know what I mean? And you really genuinely believe that this is just a holy object that's there to praise your Lord and Savior. And then all of a sudden, in what has to be one of the most ancient displays of godly power, the sky opens up and a lightning bolt hits Jesus right in the forehead and sets his hair on fire and burns him to the ground. It's fucking, like, can you imagine what a mindfuck that must be for these people? Like, how do you rationalize that away? Like, especially when you believe that everything happens at God's will. So why would God burn a giant statue of his son in effigy? Ah, it's amazing. One good thing did come out of this, though, besides the chuckles. The lightning, once everything had burned down, revealed a nefarious scheme by the members of this church to apparently dominate the world. Take a look at this. Now, see, I don't know what that looks like to you, ladies and gentlemen, but where I come from, that's a fucking Terminator. That's a giant Terminator. Good try, Christians. Good try. Better luck next time. Everybody else, I'll talk to you later.